Copyright this, bitches.
Modaka.
So there's been some discussion lately about interesting places to get molds, to cast molds from for your terrain and stuff. So I thought I'd throw in my little 2 cents here. This here, for those of you in Canada, possibly the U.S., from Pizza, they're dips. These are just the containers they come in. I've got a ton of them, so I'm going to use them as is. But if you only had, basically these days you only get one with a pizza, so if you only had the one, you could easily fill this up and make this great little shape here. You can see the makes a great little turret, or a stand for a statue, or all sorts of stuff. Cut out the middle here on this piece. You could put a fan in there, or whatever you wanted to. They're actually amazing. You should definitely be keeping these. Next up are these. These are the Pringles snack packs. And well, I mean, the shape it would give you is interesting. You can make a mold of it. If you did a reverse mold and you molded this section here, it would give you some pretty interesting lines. Don't know if you can see that, but it's like ridged here. So if you did a mold of that, that'd be kind of cool. Next up, got a lot of these little container things. This, I believe, was from a Quiznos. Put their jalapenos and stuff like that in. And again, can make a really nice little piece to put a statue on, or a turret or anything. But even if you take the lid to it, it's got all this great little detail on the ridges. And while it does have lettering at the top, which would come through on the mold, you could just sand that down and you'd never notice it. But even the top here, which doesn't really work for anything other than maybe making a mold because it's really flimsy plastic, but it'd be great for making a mold out of. So that's another little piece. But if you wanted to get a little bit bigger and you weren't too afraid, if you wanted to make say a mold for a bunker, this I believe is one of those soup bowls or something that you get from the grocery store, and you could fill this full of it and it'd be a nice hefty piece of terrain there. Over here, this is a meat tray where you get from the grocery store. It has the plastic over top, and look at this. This is just fantastic. Just fill this up and you have a piece to go on whatever. I mean, if you're putting it on a building or even as a foundation to a piece, you could use it for so many different things. Set it into a like a rock face or anything like that with a nice solid piece. Put it in there. You wouldn't have to worry about the bending and stuff normally you would with this type of things when you're making terrain. So if you made it used it as a mold and just cast something that big, it'd be nice and hefty. Let's see what else I have here. Here's something similar to the bowl. This is from a Chinese food, takeout Chinese food. So you could again do nice molds out of these big hefty molds that you could set stuff on, making bases. If you wanted to do like a scenic base or something like that, you could use this. This would be awesome to do that with. Pour it all in here and set everything on top, or even this, if you wanted a big chunk of circular plaster, this would be great for making a mold out of. Next thing you might want to consider is this. This is a styrene egg carton, and though the top, yeah, I mean, you could pour something if you wanted an elongated tray. Say if you wanted to set up guys, say a 10-man squad as a base, and you wanted a stand, this would be great for that. But just, I mean, the egg carton, you're probably not going to be able to see this because it's clear, but these are just fantastic pieces. And I mean, you could use them for anything, space terrain, columns. If you wanted to make columns coming out from them, they'd be great like that. Sticking with the egg cartons, you could go with just the old regular ones. Now these ones, because it is paper, I don't think you'd get more than really 1 use or 2 uses if you're lucky out of it, because it would get soggy, but it would maintain this great little detail. And I mean, you could use that to do like rocket engines or the tops of buildings, or even if you're thinking different scale, say like, I don't know, really tiny. If you were playing Epic, you wanted to go that small, you can make a building out of this. You know, just cut it out. It'd be like a moon base or a space station or something like that. And if you cast that, that'd be awesome. Last piece I have here that I want to show you is this one here. Now, if you turn it over, if you ask me, it kind of looks like the power generating stations from Empire Strikes Back. But all it really is it's just a cookie tray. So you could totally make an amazing mold out of this, and just cast this whole thing, multiples of these around. I'm actually probably going to use this to mold some generators for or industrial type things for a city fight board eventually, and that's what I've been keeping around. I think I've had this for a couple of years now for that purpose, and I've never gotten around to making it, but that's what I'm going to use it for. But yeah, I mean, food containers are amazing sources of shapes, just to be able to you know, like make anything a mold out of. Even say the top of a sour cream container, when you flip it over and you just pour that, it gives you a nice circle. You just have it great with a nice little ridge around it and stuff like that. I mean, anything is possible when you just open your mind and think of what it is you need. There's going to be probably a container for food out there with that shape. So yeah, keep your eyes open. You never know what you're going to find. And even if you're not going to use it for mold making, like these, I got 4 of them. I'm probably not going to use these to make molds, but I can see myself using them to make other terrain. But that's another video for another time. So yeah, I mean, Terrainaholic just did a set. I know terrainoob just did a little piece. So why don't you check out their videos on different different molds for mold making. And I'll catch back with you in another time. Hey guys, just got this package in the mail today. It's from Ireland. I don't want to give away the address just in case he doesn't want you to see that, but this is from Ireland, and the only thing I can think of in terms of why I'd be getting a package from Ireland is there was a certain YouTuber, put the link down there, who I was apparently the 100th subscriber for, and he said he was going to send me something. So I have no idea what this is. So I'm actually kind of eager to figure it out. So let's see what he sent me. All right. This is actually, holy smokes, this isn't a full-on piece. A little busted up. But basically, what you see here, guys, is a complete old-school war track. Primed white, a few pieces off. It even has an orc head on the front here. You can't see that, but that's an orc head. So yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I'm hoping they come out with a new model for this eventually, but in the meantime, we got to stick with these what I call Gorka Morka bikes, because they really are small little guys on them, similar to the Gorka Morka range. But until they come out with new models, this is what we got to work with. So, big thanks for sending this to me. I will definitely put it to use. And until next time, this is more DACA 101.